at the Caesars Palace at Blue Waters Island. A very special event brought to you by Firas. We will begin very shortly, but first of all, we'd like to take a couple of moments of silence to remember the victims of the terrible events that have happened in New Zealand over the weekend. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. So once again, on behalf of Firas and also Fan Properties, welcome to this very special event on a Saturday evening. It is a weekend, so thank you very much indeed for giving up your time to be here. My name is Richard Dean. I'm a radio presenter on the Business Breakfast with Dubai Eye, and it really is an honour and a privilege to be your master of ceremonies here tonight. Not just because it's a subject we cover regularly on the radio show, but as someone who's lived here for 2 decades now. I am a serial buyer of real estate here in Dubai, so I have some skin in this game as well. The event this evening is called Get Smart in Real Estate, lifting the lid on Dubai's property market, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. This is an educational event, not a sales event. The guys here tonight are simply here to give you the intelligence you need to make intelligent and informed decisions. Very quickly, let me run through the format this evening. You're going to hear from our speaker. We have just one speaker this evening. He's going to talk for 25 minutes, half an hour or so, and we're going to pepper the question and answer sessions throughout tonight's event. So in about 25 minutes, I'll come back on stage. We'll have a few questions. So please, if you've got any questions for our expert this evening, don't wait till the end. Start thinking about them from the kickstart, and we are going to take them. The one thing I would say is when it comes to questions, what we're keen to avoid is people saying, oh, well, I bought XYZ property 3 years ago and this has happened. It's not about individual cases necessarily. It's general questions about the market that can inform decisions going forward. And these are the kind of questions that we're keen to take tonight, because these are the kind of questions about the opportunity that people are in the room to learn about. So we will pepper this with question and answer sessions. There will be a short break in about 55 minutes, 1 hour's time, where you can grab a cup of coffee and meet some people. Then we'll be back on stage. We'll hear from our speaker again. Again, more chances for Q&A, and then the chance to meet our speaker and, of course, many of the other experts in the room a little bit later on. Now, I don't want to give too much away about the content, but I will tell you this much. If I were to say to you that you could make a return of about, I don't know, 40% in Dubai's real estate market over the past 12 months, you'd probably think that wasn't possible. Well, it is possible. And to demonstrate that it's possible, I'm going to use a technique, or our speaker's going to use a technique that Mike Bloomberg shared with me when I joined Bloomberg News about 15 years ago. And that technique was, don't tell, show. Show, don't tell. So tonight our speaker is not going to tell you that it's possible to make money in a soft real estate market in Dubai. He is going to show you that it's possible to make money in a soft real estate market in Dubai. But more of that to come a little bit later on. This kind of begs the question, doesn't it? Who is our expert speaker this evening? Well, he has a quite extraordinary story. Moved to Dubai from Syria little more than 12 years ago to work as a shop assistant. He was good in the fashion industry. He was the top salesman, but that wasn't enough for him. So he went to work as a real estate broker and discovered that he was very, very good at it. A decade ago, 2009, he set up his own company, Fan Properties. And today, that is one heck of an organization. Let me give you a couple of statistics. The team today is about 200 people, covering brokerage, property management, real estate, private equity, development, advisory, and much, much more. It is a global network. Dubai, of course, the UAE, London, Istanbul, and as of last week, Shanghai as well. Indeed, our speaker is getting on a plane at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning to Shanghai. He's that excited about the opportunity of Chinese investors coming into this market. The firm, Fan Properties, don't take anyone else's word for it that it's a top brokerage. The Dubai Land Department for the past 2 years, 2 consecutive years, has awarded it the best real estate broker. Over the past 2 years, it's done about 3.5 billion dirhams worth of deals. And one last statistic to leave you with. Aside from what the organization has done, over the past 10 years, in his career in real estate. Our speaker tonight personally has done deals valued at 8 billion, with a B, billion dirhams. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our star speaker this evening, Firas Al Msaddi.
Thank you very much, Richard. Thank you. Thank you very much, Richard, for a wonderful introduction. It's actually overwhelming to see all of you here, so I thank you all for being part of our educational seminar for this evening. As I said earlier, today's seminar is not about sales at all. It's about taking you through a series of facts that will allow you to understand the underlying current of the real estate market in Dubai. And of course, hence, make informed decision in this market, because the decisions we make today will either result in a loss or in a profit sooner or later. Before I start, I want to take the opportunity to express my greatest appreciation to Miras, headed by His Excellency Mr. Abdullah Habbai, for supporting this event, because normally developers are all about sales events and it's not about educational events, but that speaks volumes of their strategy and their approach to the real estate market in Dubai. I really deem today's initiative as an integral part of the obligation and the commitment we have to pay back to the real estate community in Dubai. By way of educating investors, I know that we probably have investors, we have real estate agents, we maybe have people who want to enter the market in a way or another. And I think bringing everyone on the same page by way of sharing my humble 10 years experience in this market will definitely allow us collectively to make the real estate market in Dubai a better place for all of us. So thank you very much.